Hello from Ole Scott Field. Good afternoon. It is time for COC Baseball here on Jacket Nation Sports. Lebanon hosting Kickapoo here on a cloudy, overcast, and comfortable day here at the ballpark. COC contest as the Chiefs come in 7-1 in league play. The Jackets are 5-4. Both teams have won 14 on the season, and we are underway here in the top half of the first inning. A two-out triple into right field by Kickapoo's Brooks Eaton. And a scoring opportunity for the visitors as they have Eaton at third with two out. And the batter is Luke Scott, their left fielder, as he takes ball one outside from Lebanon starter Chris Kilburn. Here's the wind of the pitch, and that sinks low 2-0. Leadoff hitter Nick Lapari bounced back to the pitcher, and then Connor Smith, the number 2 hitter, flied out to center before Eaton tripled into right. Left-hand hitter at the plate, Luke Scott. He's a junior, and he swings and slices one foul. It's 2-1. Chiefs 14-12, Jackets at 14-9. Willard still leading the pack in COC baseball. Here's the pitch on the way, and a strike over the outside corner thrown by Kilburn levels the count at 2-2. Full slate of games today in the league. We'll get to the schedule here in just a bit. Chris Kilburn trying to throw up a zero here in the top half of the first. He goes from the windup, and the next pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 as Scott was out in front of an off-speed delivery. So for Kickapoo in the first, no runs, a two-out triple by Eaton, who is stranded at third, and the Yellowjackets will come to the plate here in the bottom half of the first inning with no score. The Lebanon lineup will look like this today. Cole Milliken at third to lead off. Beckett York will catch and bat second. Hitting third is Chance Cromer, the shortstop. Bronson Rhodes in left field will bat fourth. Batting fifth is the center fielder, Braden LaMontagne. Hitting sixth, and the DH today, Nolan Milliken. Tony Myers at second base will bat seventh. Nolan Ford in right field hits eighth. And Harrison Kramer will bat ninth and play at first base for Coach Alex Weatherman and the Yellowjackets. So 13 pitches thrown in the first inning by Chris Kilburn. And going to the bump today for the Chiefs will be right-hander Cannon Hutchins. He is a senior. Kickapoo's ace pitcher is Colin Muldoon, but not available today. But this is a very talented, as always, Kickapoo roster that comes to town today. Both teams will play again tomorrow. Lebanon on the road at Carthage for another COC game, while Kickapoo will entertain Bentonville, Arkansas. Then the Yellowjackets back here on Friday to play host to St. James before heading down to the Forsyth tournament on Saturday. Kickapoo defensively, Luke Scott in left, Nick Lapari in center, and Nick Long is the right fielder. Dylan Smith at third, Jax Hill at short, Connor Smith at second, and the first baseman is Brody Wilson, and Brooks Eaton does the catching for the Chiefs. Head coach Alex Weatherman at third, and Logan Prock at first for Lebanon. Alex now 61-29 in his third and final season as the Yellowjacket head coach, and 106 wins for his outstanding career so far. So Cole Milliken will stand in to start things off. Weather-wise, just about identical to yesterday, 72 degrees and overcast, and not much of a breeze. Here's the pitch, and it's in there for a strike call. Hitting room up the middle for Milliken. Here's the next, and he pops it up high into the air out into left field. Coming in is Luke Scott, stands beneath it, and hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting for the Jackets and catcher number 8, Beckett York.
Beckett York will stand in the box now. Yellowjackets with a run rule victory yesterday in 6 innings over Lighthouse Christian, 14-4. Foul ball off the bat of York. Lebanon averaging 7 runs a game, allowing 4.5. LHS 6-3 at home so far in 2025. Here's the pitch, foul back, and it's 0-2. So Hutchins is right around the plate to begin the ball game. Lebanon in the black pinstripes today. Chiefs with the road gray. Here's the next pitch, and York swings and misses. It's dug out and thrown down to first to complete the putout by the catcher Brooks Eaton for the second out. So York is struck out, and there's 2 away. I'll bring up Chance Cromer, the Lebanon shortstop. Outfield straight away for the Chiefs as the first pitch arrives, and it's fouled off. So 6 pitches, all strikes thrown by Cannon Hutchins. 2 out with the bases empty, and a check swing is low on the pitch, 1-1. Oh, they ring him up. Said he went around on the appeal down to first. So the count is 0-2 on Chance Cromer. From the first base side of the rubber, the next pitch is fouled off. Chiefs have controlled the series with the Yellowjackets since 2009, going 13-4. Won last year here by a score of 3-1. Next pitch, check swing foul by Chance Cromer. Quite a few postseason meetings between these two schools. Pitch misses low and in, and it's a ball and 2 strikes on Cromer. Most recent 2022, when Kickapoo rallied to beat Lebanon down at Joplin 7-4 in the district. Strike on the inside corner, and Chance Cromer will take a left turn. So 2 strikeouts for Cannon Hutchins. The Jackets go in order. We'll head for the top of the second inning here on a Tuesday. It is Lebanon and Kickapoo, and no score in COC baseball on Jacket Nation.
At Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, we know what it takes to turn a house into a home.
Serving natives.
It's a beautiful morning, Scotty, and we have an early game today.
That injured list, it's getting longer by the minute.
Not to mention, there's apparently a nasty virus sweeping through the locker room.
Yeah, but these players, they're in good hands.
All of them need to feel their best this season, Scotty.
Yes, they do, Jack, because this team is on track to win it all this year.
Every day, Mercy's team is ready to take care of yours, bringing you the care you need now. Find out all the ways to access Mercy at mercynow.net.
Lebanon tennis in action today, hosting district competition with Columbia Hickman. Been an outstanding spring for Coach Ron Kroll and the Lebanon tennis players. Tremendous also for Lebanon Golf. They are COC East Division champs. Here's the pitch on the way as we go to the second inning, and a long drive deep to left field, driving Bronson Rhodes to the fence, and he will watch it disappear off the bat of Kickapoo right fielder Nick Long, who tags one out of here to make it 1-0. So Nick Long ambushes a first pitch from Chris Kilburn and launches it out of here to straightaway left. I'll bring up third baseman Dylan Smith. Right-hand hitter, and the pitch on the way. Hit him right square in the back. So a base runner after the long ball, and here's Joey Cloninger, the DH. And Alex Weatherman, the Lebanon head coach, comes out. So an early trip from the third base dugout. So Cloninger batting for the pitcher Hutchins will stand in with one on and nobody out. And a run posted for the Chiefs here in the second inning. Lead from first by Smith. He holds as the pitch is over the outside corner for a strike. No balls and one strike. Kilburn has the sign from York. Runner goes, pitch is low, throw to second base, pretty good. The tag applied, but the ball is dislodged and safe for the stolen bases, Dylan Smith. Count 1-1 on Cloninger. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. High and in. That nails the batter in the arm. So Cloninger struck by a high fastball. Back-to-back hit batters by Chris Kilburn. So after a decent first, the Lebanon starter has given up a home run and then hit the next two batters. They will start to stir in the Lebanon bullpen. Big first baseman Brody Wilson is up now. This is a starting lineup dominated by juniors for the Chiefs. Here's the pitch, and he bunted it foul for strike one. One nothing Kickapoo. Wilson, the number 8 hitter in the Chiefs batting order. They're coached by Jason Hauser. Here's the pitch. And the bunt is missed, and it's 0-2. He replaced the Hall of Famer Neil Pittman. And he has been entrenched in that position for many a year. Also the head softball coach at Kickapoo. Here's the next from Kilburn, and a strike is called. A wide strike, and Wilson gets rung up. Dennis Vaha with a pitcher's zone on that delivery, and there's one out. That'll bring up Jax Hill, the Kickapoo shortstop. Here's the pitch. High fly ball down the right side. Giving chase is Myers toward the fence. And unable to get there. Leadoff home run by Nick Long. And then Smith and Cloninger were plunked. Wilson struck out. No balls and a strike on Jax Hill now. Two on with one out. And here's the pitch. On the inside corner, well thrown. 2 strikes the count on the number 9 hitter. LaMontagne slightly over into the left center for Lebanon defensively. No balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And that's fouled down the right side by Hill. From the stretch, here it comes. And a swing and a miss. A good downer by Kilburn. And he picks up his second strikeout of the inning and third of the game. Brody Shoemaker warming up in the Yellowjacket bullpen. Kilburn trying to limit damage here in the second if he can retire Nick Lipari. First on the way, and it's a strike. Lipari hit back to the mound to begin the ball game. Chiefs lead 1-0. We're in the second. Runners lead from second and first, and the pitch on the way is right on target, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nick Lipari waits, and the next is outside and low. York sets the target from the stretch. Kilburn, he works it home, and that's lined into right center field for a base hit. Around third and coming in is Dylan Smith. Stopping at second is Cloninger. And an RBI single with 2 out by Lipari puts the Chiefs up 2-0. So on a 1-2 count, Lipari gets a pitch to handle and goes into right center with it. That'll bring up Connor Smith, who flied to center his first time. 2 on with 2 out. And the pitch is swung on and hit up the middle. Backhanded by Myers and a flip to Cromer. A slick play by the middle infield by LHS to get the force. And the inning is over. Chiefs score 2, including a leadoff solo homer by Nick Long. 2-0 Kickapoo after an inning and a half on Jacket Nation.
If you're in need of a reliable roofer, look no further than D&K Roofing. Locally owned and serving Lebanon and the surrounding areas for 20 years. D&K Roofing specializes in residential roofing, offering both shingles and metal options. Licensed and insured, they also handle soffit and fascia repairs or replacements, storm damage, and gutter cleaning. With a reputation for 5-star service and exceptional work, you can trust D&K Roofing for all your roofing needs. Find us on Facebook to stay updated or call 417-718-5450 for a free quote today.
Here at Jonesy's Travel Center, we're more than just a pit stop. We're a destination. Fuel up your car and your appetite with our exclusive offers. Teachers and students, show your student or faculty ID and enjoy a 5-cent discount on gas every day. Hungry? Don't miss out on our mouth-watering daily specials at the restaurant. Need a space to meet? Our meeting room has got you covered. From fueling your car to fueling your day, Jonesy's Travel Center has it all. Come experience it for yourself.
Yellowjackets went down in order their first time up against Cannon Hutchins. The Kickapoo right-hander presented with a 2-run lead will go back to work as we head for the bottom half of the second inning. Kevin Stubblefield at Ole Scout Field. 10th home game of the spring of 25 for LHS. Bronson Rhodes will lead it off. Then Braden LaMontagne and Nolan Milliken. Hutchins with a pitch on the way. And he crisscrosses the plate for strike 1. Here's the next. Pulled foul, and it's quickly 0-2 to Rhodes. No balls and 2 strikes to Brawny. Fastball taken high. Our next game coming up on Friday, Lebanon and St. James here at the ballpark. Line drive over short and a solid single to start the second by Bronson Rhodes. I'll bring up Braden LaMontagne.
Now batting for the Jackets, center fielder number 1, Braden LaMontagne.
Victorious on the hill yesterday in the Lebanon victory over Lighthouse. And back in center field today and in the number 5 spot. Throw to first, and Rhodes right near the base, dives back in. Chiefs coming in 6-4 on the road. Here's a first pitch strike from Hutchins, 0-1. Including this one, 3 COC games remaining for Lebanon. Jackets a game over the break-even point in league competition. LaMontagne waits, another move to first, and Rhodes returns safely. Now from the belt, the right-hander delivers, and he clips the corner with a high strike, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to LaMontagne. And the pitch. Took a little off and missed wide, 1-2. Milliken waiting to hit next. A leadoff hit by Rhodes. He holds. The pitch is down in the strike zone. Off the plate and captured on the backhand by Brooks Eaton, 2-2. From the stretch, Hutchins. Again, he will check on Rhodes at first. LaMontagne waits. 2-2. Pulled into right field, a base hit. Rhodes will turn second and go on to third, and Lebanon will have runners at the corners with nobody out. So Rhodes elected not to run, where he got the stop sign there from the coaching staff, but that opened up the right side of the infield and allowed LaMontagne the area to single into right. First and third, nobody out, and here's Nolan Milliken. So Lebanon tried to bounce right back after seeing the Chiefs score 2 in the top half of the second. Here's the pitch on the way, and Milliken lines it off the glove of the third baseman, Dylan Smith, and into left field, and that makes it 2-1. So 3 straight hits by LHS. So first and second with nobody out, and the batter is Tony Myers. LaMontagne at second, Milliken the runner at first. First baseman Wilson coming in to guard against the bunt. Step off and a look to second, but no throw by Hutchins. Chiefs up now 2-1. Here's the pitch. Myers to bunt. Back to the mound. On to first. The second baseman covering Connor Smith, and a good sacrifice by Tony. And he moves the runners up 90 feet.
Now batting for the Jackets, the right fielder number 13, Nolan Ford.
That'll bring up Nolan Fort, number 8 hitter today for LHS. Tying run at third, go ahead run at second. Stretching the pitch. And a fly ball out into center field. Playing shallow and coming in to make the catch is Nick Lapari, and no chance for LaMontagne to tag. He was playing shallow, and he came racing in just shy of the infield dirt to make that catch. So that leaves it up to Harrison Kramer. Junior first baseman, and the first to him is outside and low. Here's the side step and the pitch from Hutchins. Blocked at home plate. A good play by Eaton. Count 2-0. Hutchins from the wide. Here's the pitch. And the fastball is right down central to make it 2-1. Milliken, the leadoff hitter, waiting to hit next. Here's the next on the way to Kramer. And he takes a strike, and it's even at 2-2. Two balls and two strikes the count on Harrison Kramer. Hutchins back with another, and he struck him out on the slider. The Jackets get a run, but they leave two on base. We'll go to the top of the third. At Ole Scott Field, it's Kickapoo 2 and Lebanon 1 on Jacket Nation Sports.
Looking for your dream home? Trust Century 21 Laclede Realty, Lebanon's #1 real estate office, to guide you every step of the way. With our expert agents and unmatched local knowledge, we make finding your perfect home as exciting as a Yellowjacket touchdown.
Here at Results Advertising, we provide promotional products and apparel for your companies, schools, special events, and even our online fundraising stores. Show your jacket pride by outfitting your employees while still promoting your company. Results Advertising is proud to support all the local teams and schools. We strive for the same excellence as they show in their endeavors. So let us help you cheer on and show your jacket pride. Go Jackets!
Two to one ball game through the first two innings here at the ballpark in COC baseball today. And for Kickapoo, they will have the middle of the batting order, starting with their catcher, Brooks Eaton. Eaton tripled his first time up and was left on third. Kickapoo got two in the second. Jackets with a single run in the bottom half. Chris Kilburn hits his third batter. Going to drop the arm slot. The ball ran in and struck Brooks Eaton. So free bases for a team like this is not a good remedy. Luke Scott is up. He struck out to end the first inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch from Kilburn. And that's sent out into right field, into the pathway of Nolan Ford, who's there to make the catch. And there's one out. Now Nick Long, he dialed long distance his first time. Big, strong right-hand hitter. One on with one out. And the pitch from Kilburn is a chopper out toward shortstop. Rushing in is Cromer. No play at second, so he'll get the out at first. And there's two gone. Boy, Myers and Cromer, they're always looking for the double play, if at all possible, but senior shortstop had the play in front of him and got the out at first. So two away for Kickapoo. And the batter is their third baseman, Dylan Smith. Stretched in the pitch. And there's a drive into right field, chasing Fort back, but he's there, and he reaches high to make the catch, and the inning is over. So, leadoff hit batter, but the next three retired by Kilburn. We'll go to the bottom half of the third, 2-1 Chiefs on Jacket Nation Sports. Leaves aren't the only thing falling this time of the year. Prices are too. It's Gravely's Autumn Savings Event, where select zero-turn mowers, parts and accessories, even baggers and rops are on sale. Whether you're a commercial landscaper looking to beef up your fleet or just someone who loves mowing with the best, this is your chance to save. But hurry, much like the falling leaves, the Gravely Autumn Savings Event is for a limited time only. And it's only at your authorized Gravely dealer. At Phones Furniture and Lawn, we have you covered. Located at 388 North Jefferson in Lebanon, or call 417-532-5450. Phones is a proud supporter of Jacket Athletics.
Success isn't owned, it's leased, and rent is due every day.
The harder you work, the harder it is to lose. Success, nothing less.
Win the day.
Shine bright on senior.
Bring the heat.
Team is everything. Leave it all on the field.
Let's roll.
Missouri Cooperage proudly supports the Lebanon Yellowjackets.
Preparing for the last half of the third. Kickapoo 2 and Lebanon 1. And for the Yellowjackets, it'll be top of the order. Cole Milliken will start it off. He flied out to left in his initial plate appearance. Cannon Hutchins has given a run on 3 hits and struck out 3 so far. And he works at plateward and throws a sinker low for ball 1. Quick worker, the right-hander, back with another. And that's a high chopper, a Baltimore chop over the third baseman, Dylan Smith, and into left field. So Milliken just hitting it straight down onto the natural turf and the dirt, and it caromed into left field for a leadoff single. Beckett York is up. He was the strikeout victim his first time. Tying run aboard, nobody out. Here's the pitch, and York drives one into right field toward the corner, but surrounding it and standing beneath it and making the catch is Nick Long for the first out. So York gave it a ride with some altitude, but he's retired. And that'll bring up Chance Cromer. Both these ball clubs swinging early in the count. Cromer was a strikeout victim in the first. Milliken leads. He'll dive back to first as the throw goes that direction. On the stretch, the right-hander. And the pitch. Strike is called, 0-1. Milliken a lead from first. Throw goes that direction again, and he's back. In the COC today, Republic at Carthage, Joplin at Willard, Nixa at Central, Waynesville at Glendale, Neosho at Parkview, and Parkview playing at Webb City. The pitch, way high to Cromer. It's 1-1. Kickapoo 2, Lebanon 1. All the scoring in the second. Milliken bluffed to go. Now he puts on the brakes and stays put. Pitch is high, 2-1. Bronson Rhodes in the on-deck circle as the catcher Eaton goes out to the mound. JV baseball coming up after this one. Game's winding down to a precious few. Both these ball clubs with their initial foray into the COC. Former long-term members of the Ozark Conference. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And it's taken low by chance, 3-1. Outfield straight away. From the belt, the right-hander delivers with Milliken going, and it's low for ball 4. That's the first walk given up by the Chiefs starter, and that will prompt a visit from the dugout.
Now batting the Jackets, number 33, Bronson Rhodes.
Jason Hauser, his coaching staff includes Josh Hall, Billy Buckley, Jason Sweet, Chase Tollison, and also Chris Thompson. Shoemaker continues to throw in the Jacket bullpen. So the Yellowjackets, just like the last inning, have put the first two on. Sandwiched between a flyout by Beckett York. Rhodes singled and scored. His first time up. Nolan Milliken has the Lebanon RBI. Runners at second and first. Hutchins breaks contact. From the stretch, here is the pitch, and Bronny takes a strike. Milliken at second, Cromer at first. Good speed on the bases. Here's another pitch from Hutchins. And a little bit low. One ball and one strike. The next, Bronson Rhodes, a good swing, and he fouls it back. Some action starting in the Kickapoo bullpen. Bronson Rhodes takes a breaking ball high, and the count even at 2-2. Two balls and two strikes the count. Runners at first and second with one out. Next pitch on the way. Popped straight back by Rhodes, and the count stays at 2-2. Runners lead. They don't hold Cromer at first. Next pitch. Bronson Rhodes tags that one into left field. A sinking line drive with a lot of topspin and into the glove of Luke Scott. Maybe the hardest hit ball of the day by the Yellowjackets, but it results in an out. So two out for Braden LaMontagne. Got a base hit his first time. So the Yellowjackets need some two-out production from their center fielder. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Last half of the third. From the belt. Pitch on the way. Call strike. One the count on LaMontagne. Hutchins a look at second. Here's the pitch. And a little fly ball to short center field, and that ball is going to find the triangle and tie the game. Milliken scores standing up on a flare into short left center field and an RBI for LaMontagne. So we're knotted at 2. And the batter now, Nolan Milliken, an RBI single his first time up. Well, after Rhodes blistered one to left field for an out. Good hitting luck on the part of LaMontagne there. Here's the pitch to Milliken. Strike on the inside edge, 0-1. So we are back on even terms at 2-2. Milliken with a bouncing ball to the right side. Long way to go and a nice play, but a low throw to first by the second baseman, Connor Smith, will put the Jackets in front 3-2. Lot of range to the left shown by Smith, but from a knee, his throw to first went through the 5-hole of Brody Wilson. Scoring Cromer and putting the Jackets in front 3-2 as LaMontagne went all the way to third. Going to bring up Tony Myers. Here's the pitch. And it's over the outside corner for a strike. Lebanon putting the ball in play in this inning and being rewarded for it. Hutchins from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And Tony flies it out into center field. Everybody going with 2 out. And the catch is made by Nick Lapari. But the Jackets score 2 and take a 3-2 lead on Kickapoo as we go to the top of the 4th on Jacket Nation.
My name is Jaysha Connor, owner and nurse practitioner here at Ginger Wellness. I believe that sometimes healthcare does too much, and I believe that's where wellness centers can really bridge that gap and really give people some confidence in natural ways, healthier ways, to really improve quality of life and to get healthy.
We want to feel better and live better lives. It's not about quantity, it's a lot about quality of your life.
Ginger Wellness is where I went to get my quality of life back.
Page Office Supply, 207 West Commercial in downtown Lebanon. We have everything you need from over 30,000 office supplies to break room and janitorial products with free local delivery. We also offer many brands of office furniture with free design service and installation. We are your authorized dealer for Sharp and Lexmark copiers and printers with sales, service, and supplies. Find us on the web at pageofficesupply.com. Visit our Facebook page or call us at 417-532-4012. Page Office Supply, where customer service is the real difference.
7, 8, 9 coming up for the Chiefs. Go to the 4th inning here at Ole Scott, and the Yellowjackets enjoy the lead for the first time today. 3-2. Joey Cloninger hit by a pitch his first time up, then Brody Wilson and Jax Hill. 35 pitches, 25 strikes thrown by Chris Kilburn. And there's a grass cutter out to shortstop to Chance Cromer. Up, over, and out, 1 down. So the leadoff hitter retired. In 4 in a row, set down by Chris Kilburn. That'll bring up Brody Wilson. Here's the pitch. And Kilburn with a fastball jumps ahead 0-1. Here's the next. Popped up, left side, and playable for Milliken. He grabs that one for out number 2. So Kilburn, 4 pitches in the last inning to get 3 outs, 3 here to get the first 2. And the batter now is the shortstop, Jax Hill. He struck out in the second, and he swings and pops it up to Tony Myers. So another 4-pitch inning and 3 up and 3 down for the Chiefs. We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th. Yellowjackets in front of Kickapoo on a Tuesday by a score of 3-2 on Jacket Nation Sports.
Act 2 has proudly served the Lebanon community for 40-plus years. We take consignments daily, Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5. Whether you're looking for something yourself, your kids, or even the little ones, we've got it all. Located at 213 West Commercial Street in downtown Lebanon, Act 2 is your one-stop shop for quality consignment finds. Visit today or call 417-588-3881. Act 2, where your fashion finds a second chance. If you're in need of high-quality paint or glass services, trust Crow Paint and Glass in Lebanon, Missouri. Since 1946, we've been your go-to for Pittsburgh paints, custom framing, auto glass, and more. Visit at 390 West Elm in Lebanon for all your home beautification needs. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Call 417-532-3551 for a free quote. Crow Paint and Glass, quality and hometown services you can count on. Go Yellowjackets!
This game advances into the bottom half of the 4th inning. In COC action today from the ballpark in Lebanon. It'll be Nolan Fort to lead things off for the Yellowjackets.
Up first for the Jackets, number 13, Nolan Ford.
Fort fly to center his first time up. That was in the second. Harrison Kramer, Cole Milliken to follow. Here's the pitch from Hutchins, and that is stroked wide of third and foul. Here's the next from Hutchins. Had him out in front as the changeup is waved and missed for strike 2. Now the next, Nolan Fort hits it on the ground towards shortstop. Comes up, but Jax Hill handles it and guns it across for the out, 1 down.
Batting the Jackets, number 34, Harrison Kramer.
So the leadoff hitter retired for the second time today by Cannon Hutchins. Harrison Kramer was struck out back in inning number 2. Here's the pitch. And he drives that one deep into center field, and that's going to chase Lipari way back, but he can't hold on to it. Tried to make the basket catch, and the ball went to the grass, and into second base goes Kramer. I think Lipari may have just overran the ball. He got back so quickly. So we'll give Kramer a double on that for a long drive just shy of the warning track in right center. Cole Milliken will stand in now for the Yellowjackets. Alex Weatherman to the home plate umpire, Dennis Faha. And we will get a runner coming on. That's Huck Headley, who will run at second base for Harrison Kramer. One on with one out for Milliken. 1 for 2 with a run scored. From the stretch, Hutchins looks back at second a couple of times and offers it up, and Milliken takes a pitch low for ball 1. So a couple of defensive opportunities that the Chiefs have not made that are factoring into this one. Milliken sends one foul, first base side. The throwing error by Smith on that ground ball to the right side by Nolan Milliken in the last inning. And the ball dropped in right center field by Lipari. 1-1. Milliken with a base hit. Shot back up the middle into center field. Lipari playing shallow, and he'll come up throwing. It'll be cut off at the mound by Brody Wilson. So a base hit by Milliken, shot back up the middle. That is 7 Lebanon hits in the ball game, and Jason Hauser comes out of the Kickapoo dugout. Chiefs have had bullpen action going. And that'll do it for Cannon Hutchins. So Kickapoo will make a pitching change. Jackets with runners at first and third and one out. So breaking the action here in the fourth as Lebanon leads by a score of 3-2 as they look to add to the total. And we'll be back in just a moment here on Jacket Nation Sports.
The key to a great toast is who you're with. At Big Whiskey's, we toast to best friend weekends, to birthday wishes, to burgers and wings, to big wins, and to believing in we, with something for everyone, from apps to wraps, salads to steaks. Everything is a big deal at Big Whiskey's. Here's to always being welcome.
Hey, this is Pastor Roger at Team FBC in Lebanon, and at FBC, we believe that church starts with building. First, building relationships in our community by taking the church to as many people of Lebanon as possible. We also believe in building environments that are engaging, helpful, and fun for you and your unchurched friends. Finally, we believe in building disciples through a multitude of discipleship opportunities. At Team FBC, we want to remove every barrier possible between you and the gospel of Jesus Christ. Don't take my word for it. Come and see what God has to offer for our Sunday morning services, either 9 a.m. or 10:30.
Your attention fans, now pitching for the Chiefs, number 24, Aiden Wallace.
It'll be Aiden Wallace on the mound now for Springfield Kickapoos. The Old Jackets try to continue the uprising here in the bottom half of the fourth. So Wallace, the southpaw, will confront Beckett York now. So Hutchins goes 3 1/3 with 58 pitches. 7 hits allowed, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts, and responsible for the 2 on base. He's given up 3 runs so far, one of those unearned. York is 0 for 2. Left-handers don't bother him, though. We'll see what the case is here with Aiden Wallace. 2 on. Here's a move to first. And back in safely is Milliken. Headley, the runner at third. Cromer in the on-deck circle. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And York, high fly ball. Foul territory down the right side, and that's going to land out of play. York struck out of the first and fly to right in the last inning. No balls and 1 strike the count. Pitch on the way from Wallace, and that's pulled foul toward the Chief dugout. No balls and 2 strikes on the LHS catcher. Wallace stretches and pitches. Oh, and he struck him out on a good sinker. So a quality pitch by Wallace to strike out a very good hitter, and there's 2 away.
Now batting for the Jackets, number 5, Chance Cromer.
So it's up to Cromer, who has walked and struck out. Wallace trying to transfer the momentum back to the Chiefs. Here's the pitch, and Cromer pulls it wide to first for strike 1. Jackets have out-hit Kickapoo 7-2 in the ball game, outscored him 3-2. No balls and a strike on Cromer. Here's the pitch. And a sweeper is low, 1-1. Headley at third, Milliken at first. Cromer with a ground ball out to second base. That'll get the Chiefs out of it as the throw is made by Connor Smith to first to retire the side. So the Jackets threaten with a couple of hits, but they leave 2 on base. After 4, it's Lebanon 3, Kickapoo 2 on Jacket Nation Sports.
At Harry's Salon and Spa, we strive for top customer service and use naturally derived products like Color Space, Back of Bottle, and Avita. Our professional stylists offer hair services for men and women, including coloring, highlights, head and scalp treatments, formal styling, and more. Plus, we provide nail services and facial waxing. Check out our large selection of hair, body, and skin retail products. This year, we're excited to welcome Clover Lux and Dakota to our team. Dakota specializes in facial, skincare, waxing, and all things aesthetics. Harry Salon and Spa, where your beauty and wellness needs are our top priority. Visit today at 577 North Jefferson Avenue or call 417-588-9588 to book your appointment. Harry's wishes the Yellowjackets a safe and successful season. Since 1983, Helton's Home Furnishings has proudly served Lebanon with quality furniture for every room. From cozy Lazy Boy recliners to stylish Ashley living sets, we've got it all, including Justice, Vaughn Bassett, and Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And the best part, we offer free delivery and setup within 60 miles. Come in and visit Helton's Home Furnishings at 455 North Jefferson in Lebanon or call 417-532-7888. You can also check us out online at heltonshomefurnishings.com. Helton's Home Furnishings, making your house a home since 1983 and a proud supporter of Lebanon High School athletics. It'll be the top of the order for the visitors as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Chris Kilburn back to work for Lebanon. Jacket starter has given up a couple of runs on 2 hits, 3 hit batters, and 3 strikeouts. Ball 1 is high to Nick Lipari, who has grounded out and delivered an RBI single. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Kept it away, and it's 1-1. Lipari, Smith, and Eaton, the scheduled hitters for the Chiefs. Chris Kilburn delivers. Swing and a miss. Same spot, same result. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nick Lipari, who wears number 2. And he swings and hits one deep into the hole at short. Going to be a tough play for Cromer, and he just eats it. So an infield single by the Chiefs leadoff hitter. Third inning out of 5, the Kickapoo has put the leadoff hitter aboard. Connor Smith 0 for 2. And he pulls one foul. Lead from first by Lipari, being held by Kramer. Stretched on the pitch. And it's low, 1-1.
3-2 LHS. A tight battle in the COC today here at Ole Scott. Here's the next, and it rides inside 2-1. Connor Smith, a sophomore right-hand hitter. From the belt with a runner going, the pitch is high. York with a throw to second base, pretty good and safe. Tag applied by Cromer, but the ball came out. And this is a stolen base for the Chiefs' Nick Lipari. Kickapoo's second of the ball game. And now a 3-1 count. And a pitch on the way to Smith. Popped up. High into the air, out into short center field. Backing out is Myers, coming in LaMontagne, and LaMontagne will make the catch. As he had a close encounter with Myers, but he holds on for the first out. That'll bring up Brooks Eaton, who has singled and been hit by a pitch. Lipari off of second. Here is the pitch, and it's right on the money, strike call. Gilburn looks back at second and brings it plateward. And he catches the corner 0-2. Brooks Eaton wears number 44, and he takes outside. Pitch count for Chris up to 51 now as he works here in the fifth inning. Runner going. The pitch bounces around York as it hit home plate. And that will advance Lipari to third as he was in motion. So the count 2-2 on Brooks Eaton with an RBI opportunity. Jackets play the infield in at the corners, and the pitch is jolted out into right center field. On the run, LaMontagne. He'll get there to make the catch. But tagging from third and scoring is Lipari. The sacrifice fly evens it up at 3-3. So an infield hit, a stolen base, and a wild pitch, and a fly ball. Luke Scott is up. He's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. And it's down for ball one. Here's the next on the way to the left-hand hitter, and he bounces it out to Myers at second base. He's got such good hands. He fields it easily and throws on to first to retire the side. Chiefs get the equalizer. We're 3-3 going to the last half of the fifth inning on Jacket Nation Sports.
When it's time to clean out, remodel, or start new construction, you need a reliable partner. That's where Lebanon Dumpster Solutions comes in. Whether it's a property cleanup or big commercial job, we've got the right roll-off dumpster for you. Locally owned and operated, we're proud to serve our community. Licensed, insured, and committed to excellent service. Call Lebanon Dumpster Solutions today for a free quote at 417-288-2481 or find us on Facebook. Lebanon Dumpster Solutions, a proud supporter of Lebanon High School athletics. McBride Land Solutions, where we specialize in all things land and property related. We specialize in landscaping, dirt work, gravel installation and repair, drainage lines, trenching, and land clearing. Whatever your property needs may be, we have a solution for you. The services include landscaping, gravel installation and repair, land clearing, trenching, drainage, and habitat. Contact Matt today for a free estimate. Call 417-664-5719. McBride Land Solutions is a proud sponsor of all Lebanon High School athletics. Pillar Insurance is your locally owned independent insurance agency, providing business, personal, and farm insurance to the Lebanon community. With Pillar Insurance, you'll get an exemplary one-on-one customer experience with exceptional attention to detail. Call Jason Russell or Gary McClure at 417-532-6050 for your insurance needs. Pillar Insurance wishes Lebanon High School athletics good luck this season.
Bottom half of the fifth, and a tight one so far here at the Ole as the Jackets and the Chiefs are deadlocked at 3-3. Bronson Rhodes has hit the ball hard twice today, a single and a line out to left. Aiden Wallace starts him off with a pitch low and in for ball one. So the game belongs to Wallace for Kickapoo. Chris Kilburn still on the mound for Lebanon. Now the pitch, and that bends low, 2-0. The count to Bronson. There's a strike. Rhodes, LaMontagne, and Milliken scheduled up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. Bronson Rhodes lays off a pitch low, and it's full 3-2. Jackets have out hit the Chiefs 7-3. Bouncing ball, foul. Aiden Wallace back with another. Bronson Rhodes is called out. Strike three. He thought he'd walked. So Wallace is thrown.